It's Tuesday, 9 p.m. where I am. Um, and I thought it'd be interesting to talk about two deals that I made today and maybe walk you through what I think of when I buy stuff to resell. I came across this listing of this PS Vita games. Let me just get them. These PS Vita games. Five PS Vita games for 700 pesos. And I thought to myself, this is a good deal. This PS Vita games are on the rise in terms of price and how much people are willing to spend on them. But I believe brand new, or when they were selling before, they'd be around 2,000 to 3,000. And in dollars, that would be maybe 40 to 60. So I thought to myself, oh, this is interesting. This is five PS Vita games. Normally, PS Vita game is going for like 1,000. Those are generally the cheap end, and you can sell them for more, maybe 1,500 or 2,000. So I see these. I tell the seller I'm interested, and as a reseller, I try to um, dabble in other fields besides video games, just in case the video game market crashes or something happens that makes it difficult to sell video games. It's always nice to have an idea of what other things you can sell and would be profitable for you. So I checked the other listings, and besides these five PS Vita games, they had hard drives for sale. This is a 1 terabyte Transcend hard drive. They're going for around 2,500 to 3,000 on the market, and this is a I should know what this is, but it's WD 1 terabyte also. So two 1 terabytes, and the seller was listed them for 1,500, and dollars had to be like 30. And I was a bit skeptical because I asked the seller, when you're buying hard drives, you have to ask how long they've had it. Are there any problems with transferring the data and holding data? And the seller said there's no problems there holding the data and transferring. They've had it for a few years. So I was a bit skeptical about getting these. But what else I was interested in is they were selling these Nike Downshifter 10. These are kind of new shoes. I'll get these out of the way. These are kind of new shoes that are pretty interesting. Well, no, they're pretty basic, but they're comfy shoes for running or standing for a long while. Neon check, and it's size 8 for men's, and they're brand new, never used, maybe worn to size, but the seller told me they're selling it because it's too it doesn't fit them, and they were selling it for 500. That would be like $10. And I thought, oh, this is a good deal. I should check how much this is on the store, and that's what I did. I checked the online store, and these are selling for retail, brand new, for 2,900. And the website says there was this discount for 30%, and they were going for 2,029. So I was thinking, I get this for 500 pesos, and maybe I can sell this for at least 1,200. That's a pretty decent and fair price that hopefully other people will be interested in it. And I mean, they're brand new, Nike, and people are always interested in big shoes like these. So in total, I spent 2,200. Plus shipping would be 155, so that's 2,355. In terms of dollars, that's $47, and I got 5, 6, 7, 8 items in total from that seller. So I can sell these downshifters for at least 1,000 to 1,500, considering their brand new price. Then I can sell these hard drives, Transcend 1 terabyte and WD 1 terabyte. I've seen people selling this one on the marketplace for like Facebook Marketplace for like 800 to 1,000, and this one goes to maybe 1,500, I think. So together, hopefully, I'm gonna sell them for 2,000, and I'm gonna get at least 1,000 from that. Since the seller gave me a discount, since I'm buying a lot, and they kind of just want to get rid of the stuff. For the PS Vita games, it's interesting because, like I said earlier, when they were brand new, they were going for 2,000 each. So this is 5 games, and I was checking the prices and on eBay and sold listings and Amazon. They are extreme. This is a Japanese game. Goes for around 1.8 to 2 to 1 on average, and I can probably sell this for at least 1.2. In dollars, that would be $24. Digimon is actually the most, surprisingly, the most expensive one out of the 5. Going for around average 3,000 to 7,350. That's a really weird gap. So let's just say we'll price this to sell for at 2,000. Generally, when you're selling video games, there's a huge market. You can sometimes set a premium or go higher than the listed prices if you have an item that's in very good quality, it's in mint condition, especially if it's brand new. Then generates up to you to dictate the price. Though you also have to consider, would someone spend that much for that item? Generally, if I were to price these, I can get at least 6,000 for these 5 PS Vita games, at least, being very conservatively. And let's say in total, right, I spent 2,355, and these PS Vita games alone would be 6,000 minus 3, would get me at least 3,000 profit, plus the hard drives where I expect to sell them for at least 500 to 1,000 would be around 4 or 5, plus the shoes, which will hopefully net me another 500 to 1,000. That's gonna get me, let's say, 5,000 profit in total for putting in 2,200 pesos. This is pesos just to as a disclaimer. And another good deal that I recently got is this PS4. Someone sold me a PS4. It's kind of difficult to see, but it's a PlayStation 4 with the box. They sold it to me for 5,000. It was something I was eyeing on Carousel. They had it listed for 5,500, and I showed interest. I asked them some questions, and then later on, they messaged me saying that they wanted it sold already, and they were willing to give it to me for 5,000. And I thought that's a good deal because the PS4 alone, I can sell that for at least 6,500 to 7,000, and that's not considering the other stuff that came along with the PS4. This is a Nikon Revolution Pro controller. I think this goes on average for 3,000 pesos. And I can probably sell this for like 1,000 to 1,500. Even if it's in used condition and it's a bit worn. These are in demand. People always need controllers. And what was really nice of them is they threw in 4 PS4 games. Even though they're not really worth much, Melbourne, I can probably sell this for 300. These 2 copies of Destiny maybe I can sell them for like 200 each, hopefully. This copy of Far Cry is the most expensive one out of the four, which I could sell it for 500 to 600. So let's say 500 plus 400 plus 300 is at least 1,2. Plus the controller thing, 1,2 plus 1,000. That's going very conservative. Plus 1,000. Plus the, let's say I sell the PS4 for 6,500, I get a profit of 1,500. So I'll make a profit of at least 3,700 on that deal of 5,000. Margin wise, that would be around 70%. And I think that's a pretty good, when you're buying stuff through resell, you're generally gonna wanna buy stuff that get you at least 40 to 60%. That's your general goal. Because of course you wanna aim for higher, but you're not always gonna get that. So sometimes in between those big and rare deals that net you like thousands, you try to go for smaller ones. And having money monthly would help with your expenses and building up capital that you would want to spend on other deals. So it always pays to be ready. And those are my 2 deals for today, or the past, for today. I thought it'd be interesting to share what goes through my thought process when buying and selling stuff. And it may take some time to sell all of these stuff. Maybe hopefully my general goal would be to sell these in 2 weeks or less. Since I'm selling them much lower than what people normally list them for, hopefully I can get the money back, and I can repeat the process. So if you're interested in this kind of content, you could subscribe, follow me, or whatever floats your boat. But that's generally what I do, and I enjoy doing it, and it gets me some money that I will hopefully put into stuff that would go towards my future, like a future house with my girlfriend and all kinds of stuff. Right, just some background. I live in the Philippines, and as much as I would want to sell on eBay and Amazon, I can't. It's difficult to sell from the Philippines, so I mostly stick to Facebook Marketplace and Carousel and Shopee, which is very active in Asia. So if you have any questions or thoughts or ideas, just comment and I'll reply.